we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Moments over the years, ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Clemson just put a beat down on the Gamecocks the last time these two met.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. And Clemson's talent being far superior, dominated, cocky. They got to have an answer this time, Jesse. They were embarrassed a year ago.
South Carolina just has to start faster. You're not going to beat a team like Clemson with all of their athletes if you're sleepwalking out of the tunnel.
They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. No huddle offense to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So Clemson's offense will get the ball for the first time. He's only got a few games left to make that final impression on Heisman voters, but based on the season he's had so far, he's certainly run his way well into contention, David.
It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable to be a running back to impact the game this much. Consistently, week in, week out, take the physical pounding and still be elite. Finishing this season will go a long way to deciding whether he wins the Heisman, but so far, Palmer, I've been impressed.
Man, the durability is just something to behold. And when you think back to former Heisman...
Gonna let it fly. He caught it.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown! From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Guys, let's just for a second about South Carolina. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. And there he goes. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down. But when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The give to the tailback. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Tigers want to move quickly. Back to pass on second down. They'll run the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got his man on the outside. Touchdown, Clemson! South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Demania. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. Clemson is quick to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think...
Breaks into the open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
They are absolutely absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls it, fired, complete. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. On the run, it's Ellis. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Hands it off. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the flying out to the left. He's at the touchdown Gamecocks. He got us. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5. Clemson jumps to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Demania. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Demania. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so...
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Gonna sling it on second down. The sure hands, it's Ellis. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays.
It's a running room. The 40. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Wants to keep it in the air. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
South Carolina, 10.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
Let's go! Let's go!
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He rifles one deep to the left. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
First down.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Clemson is quick to the line. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. But a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now the toss. Touchdown, Tiger! How about this back? Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll leave it with him. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. Picks up the first down, still moving.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy. And this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Intercepted for the 11th time.
And this guy... off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it for a big play. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
This time he's got his man. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Clemson jumps to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here comes Clemson with another first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Tiger. And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
To the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the outside. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground and you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. ends of the field. That gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Wide open downfield. All kinds of room to the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On fourth down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He'll try the left side. Powers through the defender. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So it's a fake. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. He's got it down the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown. But they'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Clemson is quick to the line.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of pain.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. The Tigers putting down a... The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A lot there, moved it forward just a few. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They kick it away on fourth down. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's in his stride inside the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the detail.
Breaks into the open. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. First play of this drive comes from the 27. The offense changing the play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for a deep man. Pulls it in on the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Clemson jumps to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
71, South Carolina. 31.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.